It's so humid and hot. I just absolutely hate it. There's so much ice in this. It's basically like most of it is ice. This whole outfit, I'm supposed to like channel my inner Hannah Montana, but I feel more like Christina Aguilera in one of her sweaty videos. I'm gonna switch off the AC. It's all for you guys. So, Hannah Montana. Just like one of those shows that was really doing it for me when I was like 11 or so. To be honest, I don't exactly remember how old I was when this was going on. I want to talk about the fashion in this show. I wonder if the fashion holds up in any type of way. Back then, I remember that a lot of the things that maybe not Hannah wore, but Miley, I think that a lot of us were really into that. I think that there were some outfits that I liked from Hannah as well. I kind of split it into two eras, like first and second season and third and fourth season. And I remember that first and second seasons, I did find some clothes that Hannah wore really cute. But I remember that season 3 and 4 really did not do it for me. And I remember that I actually found it, most outfits that Hannah wore in the movie, also kind of annoying. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna have the same opinion today, but I wanted to tell you right away that I'm not gonna be just like here bashing fashion from that era. And I'm also not gonna be all over it either just because some of it is trending right now. I'm gonna try and be fair, especially because I think that we're all prone to being affected by what is trending at the moment and stuff like that, and like that's like it's fair enough, but we can look past it. Season 1 and 2, what I noticed about these outfits when I was searching up the images and stuff, I realized that Hannah wore a lot of really thin scarves, sometimes sparkly scarves, kind of in this outfit and this one. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of cute. Are you gonna torch me up for this? Listen, I don't know, it's cute. Yes, it's a little bit too much gold, maybe, in the entirety of the outfit. But at the same time, the whole point of this character was that she was kind of over the top, and Hannah's outfits were always pop star work outfits, I feel like, and that's okay. I kind of think that this outfit, for example, it works for me, even though, for example, I hate this length of pants usually, and I think I hate it because I don't like it on me, but I think it looks cute here, and this is very cute for this age range. I think the only thing that I don't love are the shoes, but even then I can see why they use these ones. I don't know, it just kind of works for me. Lily's alter ego, on the other hand,
it was in the name of fashion. I don't regret it.
You know, I remember not liking those outfits when I was little, but I thought that maybe, you know, maybe they were really loud, or maybe they were just like inspired by a different era, and when I would look at it now, I would maybe find some that are eccentric but cute, and I don't think so. This outfit here, what the hell is going on, honestly? The layering just doesn't work. It's not because there's so much layering, because, you know, like, it's kind of like a joke that Disney does so much layering in their live action shows. True, that's a valid criticism, that's a valid point to make, but I think that there are moments when it works and when it doesn't, and I think that it really depends on the type of cut, texture of the fabrics that they choose for the pieces that are layered on top of each other. Just why would you ever take a sweatshirt and use it as a layering piece for anything? It's not good as a layering piece. Maybe if something was layered under it, not under something, because it's so bulky, it's so big. If you put a dress on top of anybody who's wearing a top like this, it's just gonna be extremely unflattering because of the combination of these textures, but also because the dress is going to look frumpy. There's like no way around it. It's just not going to look great. Another look of the girls that I did not like is this one. It's kind of like, I think this is supposed to be their athletic-ish or very casual school outfit or whatever. It's just not great. Both of these are not great. You know, I'm warmed up to the idea of the belts on top of shirts or whatever, just because, you know, there were a few outfits first and second season that I thought, you know what, the belt actually does work with this, because the shirt is so goddamn long for no reason that without it, it would look very unflattering. And I think that the reason why we don't see belting as much is because we stopped wearing shirts that are unnecessarily long, like the tent shirts. I will always hate them. Tent shirts can burn in hell. I am serious.
Stupid tree.
I do not see anything good about them. So unflattering on literally everybody. You know, usually there are things that kind of go out of style, but I can always come up with a couple of people that really rock that style and really look good in it. And that's how I kind of determine whether an outfit is good or not, is like, is there anyone who looks good wearing it? If there are people who look good wearing it, genuinely look better or more interesting when they are dressed in that specific way or that specific garment, I kind of go, okay, I guess that it does have a point. Maybe that point is not for me, but it's definitely a thing that I can respect. But tent shirts, I complained about them in the Vampire Diaries. I complained about them in the PLL video, and I will complain about them here. If you know anyone, any like celebrity, any a character in a show or something like that who looks good in a tent shirt, please let me know, because I cannot come up with anyone for the life of me. It is because like I'm right. However, here, come on now, that looks great. I don't know, it looks really cute. Yes, I don't like the shape of the shoes. It's a sign of the times, and that's okay because it works for this outfit. I think it's cute for someone who's like 14, 13. If the belt wouldn't be there, the outfit would look worse. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm okay with the use of the belt in the first and second season of Hannah Montana, because I do think that it adds that to the outfit, which is really rare with belts. Listen, this outfit is also kind of a vibe. You can't see the bottoms because, I don't know, I chose this image, but on the bottom she's wearing slightly flared jeans and they look cute. The entire outfit is kind of cute, and I do like the tie. I do. This outfit, I've been looking at it for so long, just trying to decide whether I like it or not, and I think I do. I don't know, the more I look at it, the more it works for me, shape-wise. The way that they kind of broke down the outfit. I think about it and I go, okay, well maybe the belt, that's the big one, maybe without it, it would look better. But then I imagine it and I think, no, actually it wouldn't. It wouldn't look better because, I don't know, this accessory just wouldn't work that well. That's like below it, the fanny pack or whatever. Like, it's just not gonna look that cute. Then I think, okay, maybe I don't really love this shirt, but at the same time, it just works with the ripped tights. I don't know why I like it. This outfit is also cute, especially for a kid, like for a 13, 14-year-old. This is so like stylish, but also kind of still like sweet, and I don't know, something about it is very casual, but still nice. Same with these outfits. Like, why are they cute? I thought I was gonna get like shake it up level disgusting layering in Hannah Montana.
Your software slays, by the way.
But it's not that bad. This Miley outfit is kind of like one of my favorites. It's just so cute. Like, it's objectively cute. Maybe I wouldn't wear that necklace, or I wouldn't really wear that shape of a skirt or something like that, right? But that's me. On her, it looks great. It looks cute. This outfit, a little strange, but why does it still work for her? Not the best, not great, nowhere near, not one of the best Hannah looks, but it's still fine. Like, I'm not mad at it. This one falls into the classic, slightly flared jeans. There's some sparkles on them. She's got a sparkly shirt and a belt on top of a shirt. A staple of season 1 and 2 Hannah Montana, and it just works. It does. This is like a different angle of the same outfit with another outfit that's a Miley outfit, and both outfits are cute. Why? I genuinely thought that all of the outfits are gonna be disgusting, but this is cute. It's cute. This one is adorable. I like this one too. The pants, they look so I want this outfit. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I don't like the necklace, but the necklace fits this aesthetic really well, so I can't even say anything against it. Like, yes, I wouldn't wear it. I don't like necklaces like that, but does it look good with the outfit in terms of the aesthetic? Yes. This one is okay, but it's still not bad. This one is kind of great. That hair accessory, love it. This one, on the other hand, I like the heels. Look at the back. It's like a bedazzled heel. I like that, but I'm not a fan of, I think these are leggings.
Stupid tree.
I think it would look better if she wore tights. Once again, I'm gonna be one of those people who complains about leggings, because leggings are not a great layering piece. They're too thick to be under something. You need to use tights because they don't do this weird scrunchy thing. The seams don't scrunch up because tights look better. Just, that's what it is. Just use tights. This outfit, I don't love it, but it's still like, it's very fitting for this era of Hannah. You know what? The stylist really had a rule book of what they were putting on her. I don't know, it's kind of nice. I love this dress on Miley, and I love Lily's outfit too. This one, however, I do have to put my foot down and say that I do not like this. Just this type of sparkly shirt with zip up hoodie or whatever the hell that is on top. I don't vibe with it. And also there's cowboy boots, and I know that it's kind of like Hannah's thing or Miley's thing to wear cowboy boots, but these ones are gold and weird. I'm not vibing with it. And also this iconic image. Do you remember your early internet days? This image was like one of the images of like Hannah Montana that was quite popular. Do you remember? Is it just my weird memory? Or let's move on to third and fourth season, and I need you to get ready, okay? Miley and her two friends dressed in their alter egos. Who allowed the goatee? Just for the love of God. And it's so interesting that Lily would choose this type of outfit for her alter ego. It's kind of like crazy the way that Harper's outfits were crazy in the Wizards of Waverly Place, but I think Harper was more creative. This is just unpleasant to look at. See, red and purple. Oh my goodness. And this damn dresses. We're getting into this era of dresses that I don't like in terms of their style, their shape. These are the pictures that came out. I remember that I saw these pictures and I was kind of like, oh, okay. It did not speak to me as a kid. It did not inspire me. This damn belt is just so massive. And the shirt, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be off the shoulder. Like, obviously it's supposed to be off the shoulder. There's enough space in the neckline for it to go on the side, but it just doesn't look right. The material is not great for that type of shirt, and I do hate the skirt. Like, you can tell that it's bad quality. It might not even be bad quality. It might be good fabric, but it looks extremely bad. This looks like the type of fabric that you will find in like the sales section at Walmart, but usually those types of skirts have like Anna and Elsa from Frozen printed on it as well. You know, like, it's just something about it. It's so plasticky. It's insane. And that's what we're getting in third and fourth season. That's when Hannah's style became this nonsense. A skirt, usually slightly poofy. Shoes that are Doc Martens or something like that. A massive 20 centimeter tall belt. Belt that's so big, it takes up the entire space between the end of your ribs and the start of your like hip bone. You know, this is very much PLL styling, and I think it's because they were like around the same time. And one fingerless glove on one of the hands. I don't know what it is, but I always hated fingerless gloves. Like, just something about them bothers me. I don't know what it is. I don't like this outfit, but I actually like skirts like this. I like bubble skirts. I do. I think this one is from Shu Shu Tong. I absolutely adore it. It's cute. Like, it can be cute. There's a lot of like fun drapings that were done by different types of designers. There's like images everywhere of people just trying out different drapings of bubble skirts, and they can look so cute. I think, to be honest, I think the material, the pattern is also bothering me. This is the time when I'm gonna say that I do not enjoy the belts in the looks anymore. I understand that it breaks down the look in terms of color blocking well, but the end result is just not cute enough to justify belting everything, and like it's kind of like more of a crutch here rather than a thing that was deliberately done to elevate the look, as it was with the first season. Keeps on happening. A little bit of like bigger skirt, mixing it up with shoes that you're not supposed to. That's bullshit, but you're not supposed to wear with a dress like this, and like there's a jacket on top of it, whatever. I do not like this. It just doesn't work for me. Once again, a bubble skirt that's like draped like this, the materials need to be very specific for a bubble skirt to not look cheap. It's one of those styles that is really hard to get right. I do not like these shoes because, again, there's like this fur thing, but the fur looks cheap. It doesn't look good either, right? Now, when it comes to Miley in those seasons, we'll be like jumping back and forth between looks. I'm not done with Hannah, and by no means. Miley got a lot of those styles that we remember as like, you know, tent shirts with a lot of cardigans that were kind of thin-ish. It's not flattering in any way. I don't think there's a single person who looks good in this type of cardigan. I had a cardigan that wasn't even like this. It was a little bit less unflattering in terms of the material. It was a little bit heavier material, and it didn't drape in this kind of way, you know, the waterfall way or whatever. I wore it a couple of times, and I think it was in high school, and And after wearing it a couple of times, I was like, you know, this is making me look frumpy and like an old lady. And I'm like, what, 15? Like, this is just not working for me. I remember that a lot of the looks that Miley had, I'm gonna tell you what, I still got the impact of like, oh, she's pretty or like well put together. And it is solely because of her hair and makeup. And I think it's the same thing with PLL, because looking back on it, their hair was always so full because they would get so many extensions at that time, and they would curl it in a very specific way. And I think that all of our outfits are kind of lackluster from that era, because I think all of our looks were carried by our hair. Like, I think that's what it was in terms of the media. I think that every show was relying on the hair of actresses to carry the entire look. Like, they didn't care that the tent shirt doesn't look that good. It's popular, so everyone's gonna be recognizing themselves in those characters, while at the same time the hair takes up most of the screen and everyone's obsessed with it. I was obsessed with Miley's hair. I thought, oh my god, why can't my hair be this full? I want my hair to be this luscious, big, well curled and perfect all the time. And I think that the makeup back then, it wasn't that the makeup was amazing as much as there was just a lot of eyeliner, and it was like a revelation for us because we were like, oh my god, you can see your eyes from like far away, you know? All of these looks, when I'm showing you Miley looks, they're all being carried by her hair. Just let's be real. And obviously Miley's charisma, because she's very charismatic, and that's the reason why the show was working well. For example, this outfit, it kind of looks cute from here, but then when you actually look at the entirety of the shirt, it's like tassel part is only at the front, so it looks really weird from behind or from the sides even, because it's not on the sides either. Goddamn cardigan, the accessories are kind of meh. Again, everything is carried by her hair. It's the hair. The hair is carrying everything. I'm telling you, the hair is carrying the girl. This outfit, disgusting. I absolutely hate this dress. What the hell is happening with this dress? I hate when dresses don't know what they're doing. Like, when people make a dress, you know, sometimes you look at a garment and you realize that, objectively speaking, at any time, if you place that outfit in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, if in every single era, every single decade, the outfit looks ugly, it's just ugly, and this is one of those. The color looks lovely on her. She has warm undertones, so she always looks good in this type of colors. But the dress is just so infuriatingly ill-fitting. Not just for her, it wouldn't look good on anybody. This, I believe that this was featured in the movie, this outfit, I think. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember everything. Yeah, it's not cute. It's just not cute. I also put this image here because I remembered that these two were a thing. And I want to tell you what. I remember being so pissed off when she chose the blonde one at first. I remember that she chose him. And maybe she was still dating him. I don't know. But she chose him. And I remember that episode, I was so upset because the other guy is so much cuter. The guy with dark hair, he's just so much cuter. Why on earth would she choose the blonde one? I just don't get it. I remember being just so confused by that. Come on now. Remember this? I didn't like it back then, I don't like it now. I didn't like it even back then. I remember that I didn't like this outfit. I didn't like the jacket combination with this dress, and I also didn't like the dress either. Even when she took it off, I just was like, I don't... This one is okay though. Even though it's very much sign of the times and it's like not the trending look today, it's objectively okay. It's objectively cute. This one though, I absolutely hated. The jeans, those pants just make me wanna burn them.
Stupid tree.
Why would you put these stupid ass words on the pants? Like, it's just so stupid. I hate these leggings. I do. The outfit would have been a lot better if the leggings weren't there. Let's be serious. Let's be real. I think that I was obsessed with this look back then though. That look really worked for me. I don't love it in the context of this photo, but you remember when the film started, Hannah was performing in this dress? I remember that it just did it for me. And I think it's quite cute for performance pop star outfit. These are the looks retrospect. This look back at the outfits of Hannah Montana. That was fun. I think we should do Wizards of Waverly Place because that was my show, okay? That show, I think it's because Selena is my Disney girl. Like, everyone has a designated Disney girl that they loved when they were growing up. I think Selena was more of my favorite. I loved Miley too, but Selena was just like always my favorite. She still is. I still love Selena. And I have like a different level of love for her now that I also went through chemo, you know, my sister in pain. Anyway, a few housekeeping things. First of all, open the Patreon. There's gonna be an extra video, behind the scenes and secrets available depending on the tier that you want to choose. You can check it out in the description. We have a new person who joined the party, and that is Nandini Janapati. Am I pronouncing it right? Is my accent too thick? Anyway, let me know if I'm not pronouncing it right, but we've got another person who joined the party. Come over there if you want to get some extra content. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you to my Patreons. Really appreciate the support, and also really excited to provide more content. I will see you guys with a new video soon. Bye!